This is the story of the Bremen Town musicians.
Once upon a time, there was a donkey. For years he worked all day every day without any rest. Now he was old and too tired to work so hard. The donkey's owner thought Donkey was old and useless and decided to stop feeding him. Donkey sensed an ill wind, so, while his master was away, he sneaked out of the mill and ran away as fast as possible could. Before long, he met an old hound who was sitting, crying by the roadside. He said that his owner had abandoned him because he was too old to work. Donkey comforted Hound and said, "Don't be sad. Come with me and let's start a band in Bremen Town." Hound agreed and they set off straight away. On the way to Bremen Town, Donkey and Hound met a cat who was thrown out by his owner because he was too old to catch rats. Donkey and Hound said to him, "Come with us and let's start a band in Bremen Town." The three of them then went off down the road together. While walking along, they met an old rooster who was singing a very sad song. He told them that his owner wanted to kill him to feed his guests. They felt sorry for the rooster and said, "You have an amazing voice. Come with us and let's start a band in Bremen Town." Rooster agreed immediately. It was dark and our four little friends arrived at a house, inside which lights were shining brightly and warmly. Peeping through the window, they saw that several scary-looking robbers were sitting around a table, eating and drinking greedily. In the room there was a table spread with all kinds of fine food and drink, and a big chest of gold and silver. The four animal friends threw open the window and started to sing loudly all together. Donkey brayed, cat meowed, dog howled and rooster crowed. Thinking there was a big monster coming for them, the robbers were so frightened that they jumped up and ran away. Donkey, Hound, Cat and Rooster leapt into the room, sat at the table and started eating happily. When they had eaten and drunk enough, the four friends settled down for the night. Later that night, the robbers returned and one of them crept into the house to investigate. The stupid robber saw Cat's eyes shining in the darkness. Thinking they were lights, he reached towards them and Cat scratched his hand. He turned and ran to the door, only to be bitten by Hound who was sleeping there. Frightened, he shot out of the door and was kicked heavily by Donkey who was standing outside. He then ran to the yard, where Rooster pecked him viciously. Finally, the robber ran all the way back to the forest and told his companions, "Dear me. There are many terrifying monsters with great fighting skills." Hearing this, all the robbers started trembling with fear. They dropped their weapons and ran away as fast as they could. From then on, the four friends Donkey, Hound, Cat and Rooster lived happily together in the house and no longer needed to go to Bremen Town. The end.
reyventhor.